teaching them
Hello world, welcome back once again to the UnChristian podcast. Welcome to another amazing episode on this platform. Thank you so much, as always, for being with us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for all the work that you do to spread the word about this podcast as well. I'm not alone. I'm with the co-pilot, the queen of the UnChristian podcast, Nandi Pambata in the house, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, Mdase?
I'm good, Mdase. How are you doing?
Good.
Awesome.
I don't know about this garden thing now. The weather's changing in terms of winter shoots and all of that. But it's winter in South Africa. Maybe it's summer in your part of the world. But we're good. Nice day that we have today.
Yeah,
we're going to have a good time.
we are going to have a good time. I'm looking forward to this episode.
It's going to be good. We have a powerful episode that we have. We have a guest with us today. His name is Mr. Christian Mzila. He is a recovering drug addict who has taken a journey from drugs and the abuse thereof and all the abuses and the traumas that come from drugs and they use to a life of freedom. And I'm so inspired by this story. We're going to have a good time. Welcome, Chris. How are you doing?
I'm doing good,
Yes, sir.
and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, man. Welcome. Thank you so much. South Africa in particular, we've got a drug problem. We've got a drug problem.
The whole world, Mdase.
Kakul. And we even have an alcohol problem. I'm not sure ipe west South Africa. Yeah, not
Between
drugs
or alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
fine.
ayotshwala yinkulu yotshwala, but
Because it's more accessible.
and bathi utshwala is a gateway drug to the others.
Or is it?
Yeah.
So most people who use drugs, they started with
Sort
alcohol.
of, yeah, because I mean, you're looking for that high, you're looking for that intoxication, that escape, and then it leads you to others. But Upra Chris will tell us more about these things. We are not the experts. Sizolalela today, sizofundiswa, sizotshelwa ukuthi what happens and how is the journey of an addict. And our title today is Freedom from Addiction. The other thing him does, addiction is not only drugs.
Yeah.
It's not only alcohol.
Yeah.
It's not only cigarette.
Yeah.
It's everything that has a hold on us. And as Christians and as children of God, we must be careful of other smallanyana addictions. Social media addiction.
It is.
Yeah.
And you know that the World Health Organization has registered addiction as a disease.
I saw that this week. I was shocked.
I
I was shocked with it, and it's becoming a formal, proper condition.
But it's a disease.
Yeah.
So does that mean if I'm addicted to social media, I have a disease?
You
Apparently, it's been dormant.
it's been dormant. Yeah.
And now,
Yeah.
man.
You need a rehab.
So in Chris,
Addict to anything ekbambayo that makes you a slave to it. I think make you dependent on it.
make you dependent on.
Let's think of another addiction. Food.
Yeah, when I yeah, no
Sugar.
Sugar.
And then my drug, Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, when.
Whatever.
Uzasinceda to put Chris.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
For us to understand.
Exactly.
And you know, we did say in this podcast,
Yeah.
we are all about healing.
Yeah, it's so cool, man.
And we're healing spiritually,
Yeah,
emotionally, physically. And but Chris,
Yes, ma'am.
you did say that you've been clean for how long again?
It's been 10 months and 10 days.
Yeah. Well done, sir.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Siyabonga,
Congratulations.
siyabonga. 10 months, 10 and ubusitshela of the camera ukuthi yini ukubaluleka kwelanga kosuku. You know, you're saying the importance, because I mean bengithi 10 months. What do I know? It's 10 months, 10 days.
10 days.
What's the importance of a day?
Even
Why
seconds.
ube specific?
Even seconds, they do count.
Even a second.
Yes. Because my life was centered in my addiction. Yeah. Yeah. I could think of getting whatever that I used each and every time. So, and even if when I had my, let's say, my particular addiction was drugs,
Yeah.
of course. So each and every time I had to have drugs at all time. But even when I had drugs, I would think of having more. So coming to addiction, addiction, it is a disease of wanting more.
It's a disease of wanting more. How did it start for you? You know, take us through the journey
Sure.
of you becoming an addict. When did you realize that I'm actually addicted to this thing? Iqale njani? Isuka phi? Is there something specific that had happened in your life that made you start? Was it pressure? Can you tell us about that?
Oh, thank you for the question. So at this present moment, it was only now that I've learned which I suffer from a disease of addiction.
Okay.
Yeah, because it started when I was umntana omncane. So
Usesemncane.
yes.
Interesting.
Yes, so as umntana omncane ngisesemncane, I used to want more.
Okay.
Because noma ngidlala nabanye abantwana ebangasithengela ama-ice cream maybe C5 but mina bengizoceda yami iqala and then ngicela wena. So even ama-toys ami whenever enough for mina bengizothi mangibone lakho and then ngifune nami ukuba nalo.
Sure.
Understand? So
yeah.
kahle this thing started as a child. Bengifuna ukuba na everything. Yonke into ibe eyami. Yeah. So it started like that. So ngokuthanda izinto kube zami zonke.
Yazi Chris is raising something important to us. Kunalento kuthiwa yi-addictive personality.
Apparently.
Esinayo nje esingaba nayo sonke.
Yeah.
Addictive personality. Angazi, I don't know if it's a proper psychological disorder or not, but you can have an addictive personality which once you taste something, you want more of it. I think it's what he's describing. And even as
meaning you're born with it.
I don't know if you're born with it or it develops. I don't know the ins and outs, but it's called addictive personality. So let's say you get into a relationship or you meet someone and you like each other. And because you're an addictive personality, you start wanting more of this person, more of their attention, and you even sometimes misconstrue it as love. And it's your addictive personality just craving.
So you can also be addicted to a person.
I think so. Genzek. I think you're into precise.
Yeah.
But what's said about it, that void, lena obanayo, hey, there's nothing learning I feel. I can't think I value that void.
Wow.
So kona that void lena engibanayo. As umuntu.
Yeah.
Whereby nokuthanda abangani. Understanding nokuthanda abangani, then thinking which is ukuthanda abangani, then kuzongisebenzela ukuvala that void, but it doesn't work. Understand? So ukuhlala ufuna izinto as outside of you. It is a problem. Understand? Because you end up forgetting about yourself. That is why nami ngikwazi ukutaste that poison and ngayithanda.
Sure.
So as an adult ke ngoku, now that you've taken us through the journey about iqale usemncinci ungoneli, you know, when a friend is something you want more. Now as an adult, when did it start? Specifically drugs and alcohol.
Drugs now, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning alcohol. Mina with me, I used to be this person otanda organizer. I'm a trip. We tend to organize a trip, so bengithatha like my friends would go to parks kanjalo, and then we go on a lento le ebizwa ngomphako. Yabona my trip in Melube nomphako.
Okay.
So then saqala ke ukuthenga utshwala kusibe nomphako ke lapho etripini, saqala ukuzi-entertainer nge-alcohol. So
what age were you around this time?
I think it was 12 years, 11, between 11 or 12 years.
Right.
Between those ages.
Sure.
And I started drinking alcohol. Okay. And then obviously when I tasted alcohol, azange yaba mnandi. Azange yaba mnandi.
That's why sithanda kangaka. Ya baba
le.
Sure.
And ngiyezwa nami ukuthi no, this thing is not good for me.
But wakhubeka.
But ingqondo yami ngitshela ukuthi kumele ngiyithole lento ezoyenza ukuthi nami bube mnandi utshwala ekugcineni.
So yini lefuna abanye abantu la. Yeah.
Yes, because I want to buy enjoy. So mina why ngithi ayikho mnandi. Yabona, because I want to they could have alcohol and have fun. So mina I thought if I'm not gonna drink alcohol, then that means I'm not cool.
Man,
Peer
you're
pressure.
shocking, bro. Yeah.
So yeah, alcohol. Then obviously alcohol now it came nama consequences why
Of course, man.
Exane I would have my hangovers. And magne hangover obviously being performing normally.
You want more now.
Yes, and endlini ke yaqala kuba nenkinga, maybe kumele ngenze igarden. Angisayenzi igarden. I used to be that person bekathanda igarden
Sure.
And then going to school. I would bunk school because I have a hangover, and then that's when it started ukuthi sesihlale emaphakini. I started joining those friends who didn't like school. So we became friends vele through alcohol. Then besihlanganisa imali lezi esikhera ngazo esikolweni and
Sure.
would buy alcohol. Sihlale emaphakini. And yeah, not knowing which this thing is progressive.
Sure.
You mentioned Uba, you were feeling a void.
Yeah.
So every time after drinking, was that void fulfilled? Mauqeda uphuza, were you feeling now I felt this void that I was feeling till you're sober again, and then again you want to continue to drink to fill this specific void?
All I could say was I needed to belong somewhere.
Sure.
As a child I suffered from rejection.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness you mentioned that.
Father figure wise.
Okay.
Father figure wise, I've been raised by a single woman and Sichugu mom.
Okay.
That's me and my sister. My sister is she's older than me. So I had a dad and he passed on 2010.
Okay.
So my father used to come in Lini now and then.
Sure.
So I didn't have a relationship no baba.
Okay.
So
Chris, you spoke about what you had a certain gap or void in your life, and I think you were saying it's really about your father. Tell us about that relationship, Ngobabako. How was that?
It was bad. It was bad because I loved my father. And the problem is beyangaboni. I don't know which beyangaboni or what, but I needed him. I needed him.
Okay.
So
Mawuthi bengaboni ukuthi uyamdinga, uyamfuna.
yes.
I see.
Because he would come around endlini besingahlali nobaba.
Oh, I see.
Besingahlali nobaba ngikhuliswa umama. So besithu kubaba nomama.
Sure.
Which is usisi wami mdala kunami. So usisi wami no mama ebane relationship sharp.
Okay.
But ubaba bekane relationship no usisi wami no mama, but not me na. So he would come around azovakasha njengoba besingahlali naye.
Yeah.
Maybe we would spend 3 days.
Okay.
But hey, what's said about it ne? Angikhumbuli like baba mangibulisa or angikhumbuli angivalelisa. So I don't remember my father maybe angikuka angidlalisa kanjalo.
Sure.
Or even asking me ukuthi how am I doing?
Yeah, kunjani esikoleni?
How's my day? Yes. I don't even think ukuthi baba mbekazi ukuthi abangani bami kwabo bani.
Sure.
And so growing up as a child, kunama challenges esiba nawo estradini. Like there are bullies yabona. Abantu ukuthi mhlambe bayasquatchisa kanjalo. Then as a child obviously I would run ngibalekele endlini and maybe look for someone maybe engamtshela nami which actually there's someone
something is happening.
Yes, onkhlupayo, but bekangekho.
Sure.
So by me telling mom those things or usisi wami, I knew ukuthi estradeni kube kuzoba ijoke yabona
Yeah, yeah.
abiza umama wakho but mawubiza ubaba ngathi bekuba naleso sindo leso yabo
Ngiyakuzwa.
yeah so yeah I would hear my friends bakhuluma ngabo bababo and
Yeah.
normal relationships nabo
Yeah,
bababo
yeah. And ubaba mayeshona how old?
I can hardly remember but it
But
was,
it was 2010.
yeah 2010
Okay. Okay.
so I
But we usufikile high school at that time.
I've already dropped out.
Okay.
I've already dropped out of school.
What drop out at what grade?
Grade 8.
Oh, grade 8.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was grade 8.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah. Like I would love to say, mina ngithanda ukubonga uNkulunkulu ngokunikeza such a wonderful and amazing mother.
Yeah.
Because I can say till today, ukuthi umama man. If it wasn't for my mom,
Yeah.
I don't think ukuthi I could have survived ukufika lapho ngikhona because she was there for me. Azange ngibonisa angizwise ukuthi ubaba akekho.
Sure.
Yabona. That is why I didn't even ask about izinto like yabona ezithinta kakhulu.
Ubaba, yeah.
So I'm happy ukuthi umama played a role. Kababa.
Praise God for that, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's so sad realizing that childhood traumas, they contribute to
Yeah.
addiction, you know, because you find a lot of people who suffer from this disease. Now that I know
It's a
that it's
disease.
called, it's actually a disease.
Sure.
It affects childhood traumas. They affect, what do I want to say?
Yeah, I think what they do, they create the right environment for the disease to grow.
Yeah.
Because any disease, let's say disease Mzila,
Yeah.
bodily disease, it needs conducive environment. Like if it's a cancer, it needs a conducive environment in the body for it to grow.
For it to grow.
So even mental or psychological or emotional diseases, like we're talking today, they need the right environment for them to grow. And certainly a broken family, if we can put it that way, is one of those good
Environments.
right environment to lento.
And the sad thing about childhood traumas is that I think one of our guests mentioned this. I think it was Usia. The fact that, you know, childhood traumas are so dangerous in the sense that because you're a child,
Yeah.
this thing is happening to you. You're not able to process it.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
when it happens kuwe umdala, anything that bad enzeka
Umdala, yeah.
I'm aware uba I uyimjwayela kabi you know what they're doing to me is wrong.
Yeah.
Whereas as a child you can't process it, and it anyway bendingekho apho ndifuna ukwazi ukuthi Chris, how did your addiction affect ifamily yakho? I want you to speak to our listeners and our viewers from your perspective at the time, because you're clean now. How did it affect you looking at your mother and your sister? How was it affecting them?
Yeah. Hey. I wanna going back upon it. Hey, there was a lot of chaos. We're bringing chaos because isn't this thing being izenza estradeni bezibuya endlini. Yeah, isn't this thing being izenza estradeni because there would be abazali coming to ekhaya to report a behavior yami estradeni.
Okay.
And obviously my parents would be the one ekumele bayenze ukuthi the situation ibe calm.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
And obviously bazongikhuza endlini
Yeah.
which what you did was wrong and please stop doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Wenzani.
So
So
then I would do the other. I understand that. So bebagcine balwa bodwa. My mom and my sister understand which no, my sister would tell my mom which no, I'm spoiled Chris. You understand that. So even my relatives I think, because Umama Vele would call them, understand, and tell them okay about what's happening, maybe try to share our emotions are okay now, I understand. So almost everybody knew which behavior yami esitrateni benjani.
Sure.
And I mean, I didn't want things ukuthi zibe ngaleyo ndlela leyo ukuthi ziye endlini all the time.
Sure.
Yeah, so yeah, man.
So it hurt your family.
Yeah.
Behavior yakho ibizwisa umama and your loved ones in general kabuhlungu. But bekunzima kuwe at the time to stop. That's how dangerous addiction is, because you are aware that what I'm doing is hurting my loved ones, and you don't want to hurt them. I mean, these are people that you love.
Yeah.
This is your mother, this is your partner, this is your family.
Yeah.
And awufuna ukwazwisa kabuhlungu, and yet it is so, it's such a force that you want to stop,
but you
because
can't.
you can see what it does to your family,
sure.
but you cannot.
Yeah. Do you
Chris,
agree ukuthi
Yeah.
Chris babefuna ukukusiza kodwa bengazi bangakusiza kanjani at the same time?
That's true. That's true, because my sister took me to church. Yeah.
Okay.
Wangintroduce S02 and yeah, kwaba right. Kwaba right mangiqala S02 because ngiqale Valley Children's Church. Yeah. Already we're saying troublesome. So I got a children's church, and then yeah, kwazi iBhayibheli connect her with uNkulunkulu ngisesemncane.
Sure.
Yeah, I think nami ngibona manje ukuthi it's important ukuthi umuntu aqale ukwazi uNkulunkulu asesemncane. Yabona, since nami I'm teaching that to my kids.
Sure.
So by me ukufunda ukuthandaza, not only esikolweni assembly but Sundays esontweni, reading the Bible and having abafundisi abasiguidayo ukuthi siphile impilo righteously.
Sure.
Yabona, iyanginceda. I enjoyed it because yeah, bekunama activities nakhona besiwayenza and bahlale bangikhetha.
Okay.
Sharp choir ngikule choir yabona, because i-rejection then engingayithola from kubaba ne iyangenza ukuthi ngiphile ngiyi-one.
Okay.
Yabo mina bengifuna ukuphila ngiyi-one, bengafuni ukuba khona
But
phambi kwabantu.
Yeah.
So but ekugcineni yabuya futhi yazongihonta this thing mase ngine relationship esharp nabantu basesontweni kanjalo behavior sharp ngamangala senyekela isonto, and bengihlale ngaba nosisi wami each and every Sunday, and bekahlala happy ukuthi azi mntana kithi ugezile siyageza sesontweni every Sunday. By then umama bekakasijoin esontweni, so umama wasijoin esontweni bese siyaseyo sonke si3 and it went ukuthi I started banking church.
Okay.
Yeah, I started banking church because yabaphuma early for your intercessor and they would leave money on the counter which okay usilandele.
Okay.
But then bengeke ngiye then I would go maybe after church and ask maybe umuntu bekasesontweni yabo ukuthi how was church, who was preaching, ekuvulwe kuyiphi verse, and bazongibuza endlini ngiyazi. And I would lie to them ukuthi yes ngikhona esontweni
bekushumayela usibani man.
angithi ngibhalile phansi. Yeah. And by me doing that being manipulator because I knew ukuthi every Sunday bekumele buy somewhere for a lunch.
Okay.
Yayibona ukuthi wabhlungu kuphi bengihlale ngiyi-one. So I had to have something engihlalisayo engigadayo. Yabo mabangekho bona
Something also keep a busy now.
At least yabo, then ngiyazi imali bengihlale ngiyithola endlini. Yeah, bengiyithola endlini imali and bazonginikeza that money bengikhona esontweni, and then they would go wherever bayakhona and then ngiyi-one endlini.
Yes, nice.
Kawunceda umzali or a family member who has an addict in their home right now, who is watching or is listening to this podcast, and how best can they help, or how mandingabuzi lo mbuzo mandithi qala, what are the signs for them to realize but this one is still using? Because I know indoba people who are addicts bayaxoka kakhulu, umuntu athi I know I've stopped, and they're very good, they're very convincing. Master manipulators. So, now you used to be a master manipulator yourself.
Yes.
How can you tell when knowing that you were once this person? How can you tell that this one I ukamba manga? How? And then sorry but please.
Yes.
Masoqeda uniphendula lapho undixelele uba because now you've been sober. You've been clean. Congratulations once again.
Thank you, ma'am.
For 10 months
Yeah.
Thank
and
you.
10 days.
Yes,
That's
yes,
big.
yes, yes.
That's very big. What was your defining moment? Because I hear your story. I love the fact that there was the foundation of Christianity that you were introduced to. And I think something happened along the lines where while you were still using and you were manipulating, but there was a defining moment almost 11 months ago. There was a moment in your life where you said, you know what, Nkatele. What was that defining moment? Maybe go what was that moment? Did it happen gradually for you? Or was it one day you woke up or something happened? Can you tell us about that? That made you decide 10 months, 10 days ago. That made you decide, I'm Katele.
Yo, yabona ngiyayithanda kakhulu ke leyo question leyo. Athi ngihlalele kahle. Yeah. Ngiyabonga ukuthi mention Christianity. Yeah, by going to church ne njengoba ngisho ukuthi ifundiso lezi ngingazithola esontweni.
Yeah.
I always kept them with me. Beziloko zihamba nami, I knew who I was. Yabona bengazi ukuthi ngumuntu onjani and ngiyayazi life emnandi without lempilo lena bengiphila. So the thing is tingo specify ama drugs and alcohol ne ayenza ukuthi kube nzima ukuthi usebenzise uyi-one lezinto lezi. You need like abantu abafana nawe nizophuza nonke nizobhema nonke.
So you need company.
Interesting.
So leyo company leyo we come from different backgrounds and micabango engafani. Yeah, there are criminals along the way. Understand? So khona asicabanga ngokufana. There are people abayenza izinto ezimbi in order to get a fix ne.
Yeah.
And okay, I can say with me ne, I would manipulate my family, of course. Yeah, mina ebanginikeza imali kakhulu endlini. Yeah, banginikeza imali kakhulu endlini. Whether baphambi kwami or not phambi kwami, they would send imali and obviously I will tell them ukuthi imali ngifuna ukuyisebenzisa for into so, which is I know ukuthi no, that's a lie. So that's how I used to maintain habit yami, addiction. And then with the friends that I used with, bekubuhlungu man, because all I cared about ukuthi whether they have drugs or not, or alcohol or not. So tina relationship yethu nje, it was based on those two.
Drugs and
Without
alcohol.
those two, yes, without those two,
Yeah.
bengekho friendship or relationship, if I can call it.
Yeah.
So bekumnandi mawakhona ama drugs.
Sure.
Mawaphela then kuba ne problem.
Yeah.
Then I would remember ukuthi there is a higher power. There is God.
Yeah.
And he's always with me. Yabona. So besifika leso sikhathi sokuthi I would pray and ask God, which God please help me ukuthi overcoming this addiction, this disease kahle kahle. So I harmed people along the way, but mostly I harmed myself.
Yeah.
Because pain based because I'm the one who was going to those places. Is it dangerous?
Yeah.
I'm the one bekanethwa imvula. I'm the one bebahlale bamchika. I've always been the one ekahlale akhona kulama situations bengiba kuwo.
Sure.
And yeah man, foundation important kakhulu. The way like ngikhule ngakhona, umama ngikhulisa ngakhona nosisi wami. I think that's the thing le engisavile ukuthi ngibuye.
Yeah.
Because nginga backslider from church and then things got worse. Thema backslider from church, I saw ukuthi isonto man liyangibambezela. Isonto is not for me. Isonto it's only for abantu abafundile. Isonto is only for people who have made it in life.
Yeah.
So as you said, which this disease is a disease of wanting more.
Yeah.
So I would compare myself to others. Cool.
Sure.
Yeah. So I saw myself as someone who's not enough.
Sure.
Someone who's not enough. So being a fit in a son.
Yagoes.
So labantu laba being hlala nawo. I think we shared almost the same feeling.
Sure.
Which we are not enough.
Yeah. I want to zoom into that opinion. I want to let you continue in answering your question, Anandi. I want to zoom into this thing, Oishira, because I was having this question in my mind. Yes, we are Sonda. You're going to church. The church is known as a place of help, of helping people. But seemingly, Sonda zange was ukusiza during that time. It's either babengazi or babenganayo indlela yokuthi bangaze bakubone ukuthi unale nkinga yama drugs. But bottom line, the church couldn't see that you needed help, and the church didn't help you.
Yes, as sister Begashilo, what would I say? Kubazali.
Yeah.
This thing, it's cunning and baffling. It's a progressive thing.
Yeah.
It's a progressive disease.
Yeah.
How will be addicted immediately?
Yeah. It's interesting.
How will who's born now, which yes, I have a problem.
Yeah.
At first, these two things, they're gonna work for you. Kuzoba mnandi. Kuzoba mnandi. Yeah, ngendlela now ufeel ukuthi this is what I needed. Yeah. Na into bengishoda ngayo I life yami yonke.
Yeah, ukuze ngibe happy.
Yes. Izokusebenzela because yes, ngingaduma manje ngingaba famous, ngingathandwa abantu.
Sure.
Yeah. Abantu bangifonela bangibuza ukuthi ngikuphi kushoda mina kanjalo yabo nami
so bengubhuti obumnandi vele.
Aish yazi
kusebumnandini kule ndawo abantu ababekufuna bekubiza
nasekhaya. Nasekhaya yabona bengilo muntu lona ojokwa othanda ama jokes. You understand that? Like I would make people laugh.
Yeah.
I would make people laugh kanjalo. Nami bengisithanda kakhulu. Into usisi wami kathanda ukuyisho ke leyo.
Sure.
There's one thing that ngayaziyo ngami ukuthi bengihlale ngisithanda and ngumuntu osithandayo.
It's very important to note that most of us who've got problems internal, we can easily mask it with a strong, fun personality. And this is what we're saying. And some people couldn't see the problem that Chris was going through because
he's
the
this fun
mask
person.
says, I'm having fun, I'm strong,
Yeah.
I'm this and that. Yeah. But continue, my brother.
Yeah, that's powerful, Pastor. Ngoba manje I'm dealing in life focusing on the enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mina ignored the enemy kakhulu.
Yeah.
I focused on the abo Chris law enimbonayo nimpeki.
Exactly. That's my point. Yeah.
Focus ku Chris law enimbonayo but law ongaphakathi
Umkhohlwa ngayo. Yeah.
But bekalo kakhona angibonisa ukuthi ufakeile lapha. You know that person.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know that person.
Yeah.
Now you know that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
So,
man.
why ukhuluma manga? Yabona, so actually lying is something else.
Eish.
Ukhuluma manga it's something else. Yabona what the truth shall set you free.
Yeah.
It's true.
I hear you, bro.
It's true.
I hear you, bro.
Because mina bengiphila ngamanga. Yeah, bengiphila ngamanga. Ngamanga wami wabelieveka but sadly enough ukuthi mina bengihlale ngazi ukuthi nginamanga and bengaffecteka by ukukhuluma manga. Ukukhuluma manga uzala something ngaphakathi kwami and kuba ipattern and that pattern ke yiyo engilidela to labantu laba man engithi abantu.
Yeah.
Kahle mina ifamily yami bengibona ibhora man.
Besikhipha ngaphandle.
Yeah, man.
Ngaphandle besikhipha kodwa la
kunomthetho endlini, kunomthetho
Of course.
kunomthetho endlini. Mangisesikoleni kunomthetho, mangisesontweni kunomthetho. So mina benganasikhathi.
Yeah.
Benganasikhathi sokuhlala phansi. Yabo njengoba ngihleli kanje bekunzima ukuhlala kanje. Busy.
So uma ngabuza during this time busaya esikolweni noma busudrop out already.
When
More around this time where ubuthandwa abantu bebekubiza for bimnandi nasendlini bakwaZulu umuntu strong. Le phase oyichazayo, was it during the time you're still at school or busudrop out already?
yeah, man. Bengisesikolweni.
Sure.
Because ukudrop out kwami esikolweni engqondweni yami substituted the life that I was living
Yeah.
to the one that bengifuna le bengigijimisa.
Ngiyakuzwa, the first life.
Yeah. Ukuphuma kwami esikoleni bese ngifocus kuleyo nto leyo.
Ngiyakuzwa.
Because khona izinto bezinokudlala TV, so obviously I would see ama role models. Yabona ukuthi son, I want to be like this guy. Yabona this guy is cool. Yabubeka ibhuko lana, nami ngifuna ukubeka ibhuko lana uhamba kanje, nami sengifuna ukuhamba kanje manje. Makafaka isigqoko usibeka kanje, nami sengifuna ukusibeka kanje yabo. This guy is cool, yabo. So and ngabelieve ukuthi there is life ngaphandle kwesikolo.
Sure.
Yabona there is life ngaphandle kwesikolo. Yabona isikolo siyawambezela because there are people ukuthi abafundi but they are making it in life. Ngale ndlela le. So I chose that life ke nami ukuthi as in ithi ngithola abantu abaso only to find out at that time bengaka pick up ama drugs. So I wanted to be part of the gang, but then those gang eba user the substance. So that's when I was introduced to this substance. So I went, which okay, I ain't tough enough. When mabathi asambe siye lapha mina ngizoba nonembeza ukuthi sale. So to kill that nembeza I needed that. So ngathi mangiqala ukwenza ama drugs then I became one of them.
We are still on the way to answering the breakthrough. How easy is it to get drugs?
That's a good question.
Like, how accessible are drugs out there?
Mina qaleni bengisho ukuthi ama drugs like awabelungu. Bengisho ukuthi ama drugs awabelungu, ayenzwa belungu kanjalo before I picked up. As ngikhumbula ngakaze ngawabona ama drugs ne. Bengisho ukuthi lento lena exist yabona ngeke ibe khona la around mina, but then ithe mayifika phambi kwami and looking at abantu abayenzayo ngibabone as abantu abasharp. So bekusendleleni ukuya esikolweni lapho there were students around.
So easy.
There were students around.
Selling.
Yes, there were students around going to school. So then
nonke niyawalk starting esikoleni kanti imarket kuyabhayiswa
bakhona abathengisayo.
Damn.
So I did it mina sengidrope out, but the people laba ebengibhema nabo ebafunda isikole bona they would use and go to school. Understand? They would use drugs and go to school, and babuye futhi after school and then babheme nami ne bagcine bangijoyina now use and not going to school. So ama drugs akhona next door. I think it's next door.
So akhona apha emphakathini
easy,
akhona esontweni, akhona emsebenzini, akhona emsebenzini ama drugs, akhona everywhere.
Yonke indawo.
No guys,
so meaning the minute you are exposed to that then world. you get to know by nansi supplier, they're all over. They're all over.
So kune language yakhona nibonana kanjani ukuthi kuyabhayiswa la uyayuza lo kune language na secret code nyana ukuthi nuthi nazane. You don't have to tell us that those languages or whatever, but nibonana kanjani ukuthi la ngathola la ufana nami uyaspanisa lo.
Yazi mina ngasho ukuthi kakhulu sihlangana kuma trap houses, sihlangana where we buy drugs.
Uthe kuma ntoni houses?
Trap houses.
Trap house yini?
Intoni trap house?
Trap house is a house whereby sihlangana ngokuthi sibheme kuleyo ndlu leyo.
I get you.
That place.
Indawo lapho kubhenyelwa khona ibizwa trap house.
Can be my mother's house.
Or it can be any okay. But it's a space where apho nihlanganela khona.
Most of our trap house ukuthi maybe let's say someone beyahlala nabazali abasekho uselinendlu and then uyabhema and then obviously manje life yakhe is-centered to ama drugs and then nathi siyazohlala lapha kuye and then and do drugs. So trap house indawo ukuthi you would meet nje umuntu ongamazi and do drugs with him or her. Yabona ungalazi negama lakhe, ngabe nendawo ukuthi sazombona kusasa or uphetheni. I understand. So
I guess that lento, it is so easy for people who who have a void, as you say, whether it's a trauma, whatever. That is why it's so easy for them to feel they belong, because it's a space where, again, there's no judgment.
Yeah. Sisonke.
Sisonke,
Yeah.
siyahlala siyabhema, sibe high, kube mnandi.
Yeah.
There's no judgment. It's quite sad because it fills in a temporary gap
Yeah.
while the damage that is being
It's
done
huge.
is huge. Yeah,
There's an important point Chris Kuluma at the event where we met, right, Chris? I think it was you, yeah. Yeah. I want us to talk about it. You're already describing a trap house and what happens. You were talking about something so sad. There were ladies there in some of these trap houses and in those environments. Uma, a lady doesn't have money to buy, they would give their bodies to get drugs.
I knew which was allowed. Yeah. It said kakhulu. Okay, it said to both genders.
Okay.
To both genders, but when it comes to ladies, amantombazane awana indlela eziningi zokuthi aphande, yabona. Ngoba drug, I would say you live to use and use to live. Upemela
Strong, bro.
Upemela ukuyophanda. Uphandela ukuyobhema.
So your life is centered around
Yes, our legs.
land.
Our legs. So
Ikuphethe lento. Yeah, I get you.
njoba ngisho ukuthi noma unawo kumele ucabange ukuthi maliphela leli kuzoyenzakalana. So abantu besifazane amadoda ayakwazi ukujump ibonda, amadoda ayakwazi ukugijima, amadoda like kahle thina estradini. That's why angithi unokubona bathi umfazi uhlala endlini, indoda yaphuma iyosebenza.
Yeah.
So I think nakuma drugs kunjalo. Indoda mele provide angithi. Yeah, mele ize necroser kanjalo.
Sure.
And then umfazi uhlala endlini. So nakuma drugs kuba kanjalo ke. So inkinga ukuthi akubi indoda eyi-one. So whoever gcine kuba kanjalo ukuthi whoever who has ama drugs. Understand? Then if maybe uyamnikeza and then in exchange naye unikeza i-sex. Yeah, so along the way nje.
So it would happen in the trap houses sometimes.
Kakhulu.
Yeah.
Kakhulu kuyenzakala kakhulu kuma trap houses because it's chaos into enzakala lapha. It's chaos because us guys sigcine silimazana for yona lo ntombazana. It can be one woman or one lady, but uthola ukuthi
rotate
kusasukulo and then kuba nalawo ma feelings lawo mhlambe wena anybana uba nawo for yena.
Yeah.
Uthole wena manje sofuna ukumkhipha to
yourself.
Kanti no nalo uzozama naye kumimpressa ngendlela yakhe. And then the next day uzomangala wena indaba yakhe ayisasebenzi. Sekusebenze kalo.
Wes umntana mayimuhle so
bahle
bona bahle mthe standard
bahle bona but yazi ama-drugs avala ingqondo thina mina baye bangitshela ukuthi hey sibheke umnyama kanjani sibheke uwonde kanjani bheke ungcole kanjani yabona but I would tell that person ukuthi you know what angithengile ama-drugs yabona and angiganyela angitshontshele yabo so why do you worry about my life? Focus on life yakho yabo. So us guys obviously would go for the ones about desperate, the ones about right babora lawo right.
Sure.
So funeka lo desperate
obemayo
yabona and would recruit futhi yabona would recruit ukuthi nalona naye maybe mela fall into this trap
yabona.
So even with the guys yabona would recruit yabona lo she's boy lona siyazi ukuthi kuba bamnikeza imali.
Okay.
So mangabhema siyazi ukuthi nathi umsebenzi
ni set na
ima uthi recruit as in try and lure abangabhemiyo to be part of this.
It works that way.
And uthi into esebenza uma omunye kubo be well off cheese boy bamrecruit ngoba yena maye join group uzwazi ukuthengela wonke
umuntu.
I think into enzakale kimi leyo.
Bakutargeta, so you think so?
Yeah, because yabona indaba le yomsebenzi ukuthi abantu abasebenzi.
Yeah.
Yi problem. Bona umuntu afunde esikolweni and then angatholi umsebenzi awuhleli obviously uyaphuma uyastore uyothenga isinkwa then you would meet amajita ahleli khonini
Sure.
and ukuhlala endlini sometimes uthole suyabhoreka nawe understand and then uqala ubloma nabo lapha ekhonini babhema ugwayi
Yeah.
nawe uzozama ugwayi yabona then ugcine sofika lapho kumele ufike khona ke nawe usogcina ufana nabo obviously nalabo abasasebenza nawe ufuna basondele.
Yeah. So uthi indaba unemployment it's
Unemployment.
quite critical.
Yeah, it's the way I see it. Addiction is an ugly disease. There's manipulation. There's deceit. There's void. There's childhood traumas. There's just a whole lot going on there. But Chris, you were about to tell us about your moment of saying ndanele or kwanele. I am done with this. For you to get to where you are, as good looking as you are today.
Thank you.
What was that defining moment? Was it, were you thinking about this for some time till you finally made that decision? Was it one incident where you thought, Kwanele? You know, before you share with us, I was on this other podcast, and this guy was also talking about his journey as an addict. He's been clean as well for some time. A couple of years. For him, he was using drugs with his girlfriend.
Okay.
The lady overdosed and died, and that was his defining moment.
Wow.
Where he decided, I don't want to be doing this anymore. So when the girlfriend died, he completely changed, and he's been sober and drug free for, I think it's 7 years now.
That's good.
So I know that there's a defining moment. There's a moment of saying, Kwanele, what was it for you?
As I can say, Gucci, I went to hell and back.
Yeah.
I was in hell. So drugs were no longer working for me. Yes, I would get money and buy drugs, but the more ngwapema is the more and ngingaqala ukuzi-isolate from the world mhlaba wonke bengasafuni ukuyenza next.
Yeah.
Bengisengiphila ngiyi-one and ne-drug lami.
Sure.
So there were voices ewasekhanda yabo ukuthi bengiphila nawo.
Sure.
Yeah. And believe me, that voice exists.
Voice as in voice of a higher being, voice of God, or voices because umuntu uyahlanya ngama drugs. Was it a voice of reason to say?
It was controlling me.
Okay.
That voice was controlling
I see.
me. Was telling me, Iguchi, this is right and this is wrong.
Okay.
I understand. Baba, manje asame social endli. You understand? So, jail. There are jails and there's death.
Yeah.
Akaze ngaboshwa mina.
Okay.
Akaze ngashona.
Yeah.
Ngiyasaba ukuboshwa, ngiyasaba ukushona.
Yeah.
There are people who end up sebasejele. Ngopema ama-drugs. Because ama-drugs angithi akutshela lento akutshela yona and kune lifestyle yawo ama-drugs. So obviously by manipulator you get into trouble, by committing crime you get into trouble and get arrested. And I was scared of going to jail.
Sure.
So I saw which life me, it's leading me with that path.
To that path, yeah.
Manje. That's also boshwa manje. And then bengasadli. Imali yonke bengiba nabo bengiba nayo.
Ukubhema.
Yes. I would spend 1,000 over like ama-drugs.
Damn it.
At first, mangicala ama-drugs, maybe let's say, bengipema 1 bag a day.
Yeah. Ibheki becosta malini mhlawumbe?
50 rands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ibheki yani nyawuphe noma yini?
Okay. naming my drug of choice, ne,
Yeah.
it's something else. You know why I'm saying that, ne?
Yeah.
Maybe my story in Jomong jealous on
Yeah.
there's someone who's listening who never like used drugs.
Sure.
So it might be a trigger to that person.
I get you.
Kube
I respect
getaway.
that. I respect
Yes,
that.
kube
Yeah.
getaway kuye.
Yeah.
Athi okay, sharp. This drug. Ithi
Yeah.
ngihambe ngifuna
Ngiyoyizama.
this drug. Sekayalazi ngegama.
Ngiyakuzwa.
You understand?
Ngiyakuzwa.
So yeah, I'd rather call my DOC, yabo, drug of choice.
Okay.
Drug of choice,
Yes,
okay.
drug of choice, yabo. So yeah, whatever drug of choice that I was using, bengasangisebenzeli. Yeah, bengifaka ku trouble kakhulu. So njoba ngisho ukuthi I've harmed myself kakhulu than others.
Yeah.
Kubuhlungu kuhlala uyi-one.
Yeah.
Kubuhlungu ungasakwazi ukwenza next.
Yeah.
Kubuhlungu ukuthi mawusibheke esipilini and see a monster, yabona, because hey, I've lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Low
Yeah.
self-esteem. Hey. Bengasakwazi ukukhuluma nawe ngibheke emehlweni.
Sure.
Bengikhuluma ngikhuluma nawe ngibheke phansi.
Yeah.
So I remember nyaku one of my dealer. Shuthi bekangibhekile from a distance ngiza kuye kanje. And then he was like, I'm fine. I think it's high time for you to quit. Yabo.
Would you deal?
Kusho deal. Hey, bathu.
Yes. And he was not the only one.
Yeah.
I remember one day being set town. Ne? Set town selling one of my things to that dealer. And then that dealer was like, no. Keep whatever lento zami ngithengisela yona. Bamba. You understand? And please. Ungangithengiseli into zakho. You understand? Rather ukuthi uyekele once.
Yeah, rather
than ukuthi
quit at one
ngithengisele
time.
into zakho, yabo. So, as I said, which God was with me, yabo. Yeah, I even thank him this day.
Yeah, man.
I wanna, cause hey, yeah, I wanna manje ngiyakwazi ukuhlala ngismile ngayo,
Yeah,
ngikhulume ngayo,
ukhulume
but
ngayo.
it was hard for me to smile.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to smile. Kunama tenants ekhaya. They would ask me ukuthi ndoda mawuyizwakala sohlala nawe yabona uzobloma nathi bengablomeki nabo.
Ish.
Makuza abantu basekhaya, they would tell me maybe today ukuthi sasa siyeza. Yo. Bazoyenzani? Yabona bazoyenzani because nokukhuluma. Hey, thank God ukuthi ngiyakwazi ukukhuluma today. Yeah, ukukhuluma bengakwazi ukukhuluma.
Sure.
Yeah, bengakwazi. Ukucabanga bengakwazi ukucabanga yabona. Nami I couldn't even listen to myself like, while I was thinking. Yabona bengekho into bengicabanga besides ama drugs.
Yeah. It was the main focus
It was the
indeed.
main focus.
Yeah.
Now, but Chris, being a father yourself, how are you? What are you doing differently as a dad now? You told us, you shared your story briefly with us that you also had that father void, where you had no relationship with your dad. How has that affected you as a father? What are you telling yourself as you raise abantwana bakho? What are you doing differently to make sure intoba you close that gap that was open kuwe as a child growing up, that possibly could have been the contributors towards you becoming an addict at some point in your life? Wenzani as a dad?
Yeah, ngiyawuthanda umbuzo wakho sami ngoba ama drugs they played a role ukuthi ngi-withdraw from abantwana bami.
Yeah.
I love them more than my kids. I love them more than everyone else. Not even myself. Yeah, bengithanda ama drugs. So I would bring them home and while my kids were around, but I never did them in front of my kids.
Okay.
But I would isolate myself from my kids.
Yeah.
And the time that I was spending with my drugs was the time that I was supposed to spend with my kids.
Yeah.
So nabantwana bami bangidinga nje bengidinga ubaba.
Sure.
Understand? So Leo, it's one of the main reasons why I'm clean today.
Yeah. With your kids.
Siyambulela uThixo.
Praise God for that.
You know, because listening to you, I'm realizing that what made you take that decision to say this enough is enough was God. God who has always been your foundation, your kids, and obviously to want better for yourself and for your kids and for your future moving forward.
Yeah.
how do you want us to support our families? I think most of us, we do have that one person, whether it's a cousin, it's a brother who is an addict right now. How can we support them? What do we need to understand so that singaba judge? Because sometimes as families, we can be very judgmental.
Cool.
And it's very important what you shared for people to understand that this is, it's a disease. Umuntu akazenzi, they are aware, they want to stop, kodwa akululanga. How singabanceda njani? How would you advise family members to support their family members who are addicts?
Okay, number one is to watch this podcast.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Number one key.
Yes, yeah. Number one is to watch this episode.
Watch this
Yeah, this
episode.
podcast. You understand? You must be open-minded.
Okay.
You must be open-minded. It's not uthi ngoba ayikafiki kuwe mntana kakabhemi.
Angeke ifike.
Yes. Mele wazi ngento ezikanje wena as umzali. If you've got kids and then you see other kids doing ama-drugs, mntana kakawayenzi, obviously awufuni ukubona umntana kanjalo ngithi. So akumelanga umele ukuthi ize kube nama-signs. Kumele uwazi before afika.
Yeah.
So for the ones la ukuthi already banaba ntwana ukuthi ba-active, you need to learn more. Learn more about this disease.
Okay.
Because I come from a rehab. There is rehab. Rehab incede kakhulu.
Yeah.
I thought ukuthi rehab bengafuni rehab mina.
Sure.
Yeah, ngisitshe ukuthi rehab bazongifasa ngamabhande. Yeah, rehab bazongijova ngezinto ezingafuneki emzimbeni wami. Yabona, and nalabantu bengibhema nabo abesilo sijeta, hayi ubuya rehab awibhari yabo. But hey, ibhari lo ngafuni ke rehab.
Powerful.
So how long were you at rehab for? How long?
I spent 6 weeks at rehab.
Okay.
Yes, I spent 6 weeks at rehab. Namhlanje ngisawisho ukubuyela. So manje nginabantwana nginomfazi kanjani. Now I've got myself ukuthi ngigrow.
Sure.
I need to be free yabona. And yeah, ngiengage ezintweni kumele ngiengage kuze emhlabeni.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, rehab, I think that's the only place yokuthi if we are suffering from drugs and alcohol, you need to book yourself go institution.
Sure.
And now umzali try ukuthi find information from my social worker, my local clinics akhona, there's ama social workers going my local clinics.
Sure.
And ask about the process of rehab.
Yeah.
Because when you are a rehab, we won. And that's where you see ukuthi everything starts with you. Because masilanga phandle ngifuna ukimpressa wena, ngiyenzela wena, ngifuna ukuchange because of ngifuna ukuthola umsebenzi, ngifuna ukuchange because umfazi wami sekathi uyahamba uyangilahla, so rather ukuthi ngibeke lento lena phansi for ukuthi umfazi wami. But then you always forget about yourself. How about you?
Yeah.
So mawungazazi kuqala ukuthi ufunani, and then you book yourself into a rehab and give yourself a break from kule addiction lena onayo. Because ama-drugs they'll take everything from you. Igcine ngawe. Ngeke aqale ngawe. Azoqala ngokuthatha everything ephambi kwakho.
Like you're saying something powerful.
Yeah.
I've lost jobs.
Wow.
I've lost my relationship sharp.
Oh, that's true.
I've lost izinto bengizithanda.
Ama-drugs kahle ngusatan.
The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. This is what drugs do.
DRUGS is devil's revenge upon God's servants.
Wow.
DRUGS.
Yeah.
It's devil's revenge upon God's servants.
Wow.
Bars. Yes, bro.
No, ndikuvile mna but
I know it's really about. I want us to do something with us. As we close, I don't know if you have another question. Look, first, two things I want to do. At the event that I met you at, right, S02, yes, you stood up and you told your story briefly. It was a very short time. But at the end of telling your story, you issued an apology. You said you're sorry to the community. You're sorry to the people you hurt along the way. You even mentioned that you're sorry to the woman that you used for drugs, blah, blah. You said you are sorry. You issued an apology. No one asked you. It was a question and answer time. No one asked you to stand up in the community and issue an apology. But I found it to be such an important thing. Like, you stood in the same community that you injured. You stood up and you took responsibility for your actions and you said, I am sorry. And I saw you not just giving an apology to the community that was there. You're giving an apology to South Africa, to Africa, to the world. But something was not done at that event after you said that. No one accepted your apology.
Oh, wow.
And as we are sitting here today, myself as Ndumiso and Nandi, we want to say we accept your apology.
And we are proud of you.
Accept your apology,
It
and we are
takes a lot.
proud of you.
It takes a lot to
Yeah.
acknowledge, to take
Yeah.
the steps needed, and to be here today.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's strong and
Usebenzile.
clean. Laba bethu ngcwelile ngathi makubona today. Clean, you are. We really, like, I mean it. For what you have done, you feel sorry for it. But just know that as a society, and even our thousands of viewers out there, we accept your apology.
Yeah.
And what I want you to do from today, if you have not done it before, maybe you have, is to forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Also, forgive yourself.
Have you forgiven yourself?
Yo, thank you for that question. Ngiyabonga and ngicela ukuqala lana ukuthi as you say you accept my apology. Mina, I'm saying ngiyabonga for ukungiletha la. Ne?
Yeah.
Because this is how I stay clean. Support by me doing this. Because by me talking to you guys, I'm also talking to myself.
Man.
So that's how I forgive myself.
Awesome
And we
stuff.
did say that UnChristian podcast, it's a healing
It's
platform.
a healing platform,
Yeah,
bro. We
it's
are
a
all
healing
here. We
platform.
all got
We
our
are here
issues
to
here.
heal.
Song.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm being freed from addiction. But we did say, this is addiction. It's not only about drugs.
Yeah.
Kune behavior esishilo.
Yeah.
Kune programming ncedayo. It's a 12-step program, a recovery. That program, it gave me 5 pillars. I was introduced to this program. In the program, it's a rehab.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have 5 pillars. One of my pillars, it's God.
Yes. Amen.
I'm plugged in kuNkulunkulu.
You're connected to your source.
My source. I meditate
Okay.
and I pray.
Awesome.
By then, doing that, the programming was a spiritual program. So, spirits are super free.
Yeah.
Because I was spiritually bankrupt. So, as you're saying, we're healing here. I'm healing. And the second one, I also go to church. Each and every Sunday. If I miss church, I should go home.
Sure.
But
Awesome, man.
life terms. And kune step work. Step work, it takes me through the journey
Yeah.
from the core of my disease.
Yeah.
So I need to write about whatever that I went through.
Sure.
And then that's how I heal.
Okay.
And I have a sponsor.
Okay.
Sponsor Sam. It's someone who believes in me and who is helping me in my recovery.
Awesome stuff, man. Someone you can talk to.
That person is loving. That person is kind. That person is patient. My sponsor akahlala lapha engihlala khona. She connects and communicate over a phone. He's helping me to write. And then there is support groups.
Okay.
Meetings. My meetings, I attend them regularly.
Sure.
angakasebenzi manje.
Yeah.
Angakasebenzi manje, but ngiyasebenza because I'm working on finding who this person is.
Amen.
So I can think ngijahile.
Yeah.
I can think ngijahile.
It's beautiful, man.
And lento leyo ngithola by attending these meetings. Lawo ma meetings lawo are for recovering addicts.
Okay.
We meet regularly to help each other stay clean.
Sure.
And there is service. Service is what I'm doing right now. Giving back. Giving back to the community, it helps me stay clean.
Wow.
It keeps me clean. Because without you, bengeke ngikhumbule ukuthi how bad my life was. So at least I have you guys ukuthi sihlale phansi and talk about how things were and how things are now.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, service I can carry a message to someone who still suffers, to an addict who still suffers.
Yeah.
And give him the experience. Me, tell them about my experience.
Yeah.
By me telling him about the experience, it's gonna give him strength. It's gonna give that person hope. That's what I didn't have, man. I didn't have the strength. I didn't have hope.
Yeah.
Gucci, I'm gonna be clean.
Yeah.
Well, Mdasa, we appreciate the fact that you came through.
Yeah.
You spoke and you were vulnerable on this podcast, spoke so openly about your journey.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you. And it's a journey.
Me too, man.
The way I say it, it's a process. It's a journey, and it's an everyday journey.
That's right.
I cannot wait to have you back again on this podcast. And you're telling us now it's been 5 years. Now it's been so many years, and I know you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
We
we have to celebrate the 12-month mark somehow.
We do have to celebrate it.
Yeah.
We do have to have you back.
One thing I want us to do for Chris, I said there are two things. Chris is a healthy, good-looking, strong young man. You can see him. He's sober. And someone out there might have a business.
Yeah.
Might be a manager somewhere, and you are watching this and you're seeing Chris. He's turned his life around. Maybe the last pillar he needs for healing is that he gets back and become economically functional and viable again.
Yeah,
He needs a business, he needs a job. And if you're listening out there, part of our audience, and you can help Chris, you can empower him, hire him, help him get started in some kind of business. He will do well. I'll tell you that now. He will do well. Email us. There's the details. Call on that number that is on the screen right now. We'll get you in touch with Chris. Chris, maybe you want to also, maybe you're a head at some institution of education.
Yeah.
And you want to help him finish school. Call us. Let's do this for Chris. Let's use Chris to show that there is hope and that people can turn around. And there's a second chance for everybody.
Yeah.
This is what this podcast is about.
Yes.
Pastor.
Yes.
I'm telling you, Chris. Pastor.
Yeah.
Pastor. Yes. I love that.
I have a business which I collapse through my addiction, of course. Yeah, so I specialize in windscreen chip repairs. Yeah.
Windscreen chip repairs. Right.
Okay.
Yes. So
I think you should put his details.
Yeah. So you would like to get back into that. You'd like to set that up again.
Yeah. So then I don't have funds to maybe buy the right equipment. And yeah, I did good. Because I used to be a subcontractor at the car dealerships. Yeah.
Man.
I traded business Guma dealerships I7, which was Dodge and Chrysler, General Motors, VW, Honda.
That's amazing.
Nissan, Audi, and Renault.
You're smart, man.
Very.
You intelligent, bro.
Have you registered it as a business?
Yes, it's registered.
As in Soifus.
Okay.
Sizoivus.
No, I'm thinking of.
Sizoivus.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sizoivusa. that you're gonna tap into that relationship later.
Yeah.
We're gonna connect with someone.
Thank you.
Also, there's someone specific we're thinking about. But if you are listening, like I said, and you're watching, and you can do something for Chris, get in touch with us. I run a marketing and branding company.
Okay.
That's my main work. So my company is going to do all your marketing and your branding.
Oh wow.
Thank you, sir.
If you want a website, we're going to do it for you. If you want a logo, I'll help you market. I'll get a strategy for you.
Wow.
And we'll run that whole market. Social media management, all of that. I'll get you out there.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank
Feel
you.
blessed.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
All right.
God.
Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
an
Guys.
amazing episode.
It has been.
Yeah,
It has been.
Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you are not a subscriber yet. So anyway, thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you. Chris, thank you so much for making it, man. Extremely proud of you, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. God bless you guys so much. Thank you.